back to my channel. I am so excited to have you here today. Today's topic is really interesting and I've been really wanting to talk about this for a while now. So I'm so happy to be able to share this topic with you. I'm gonna jump right in. This topic is called how to use fasting to your advantage. How you're going to use fasting to reset your life, to reset your desires, and to draw nearer to God. Hi, my name is Alicia. I talk about all things finances, spirituality, inner work related. So if that's something you're interested in, I hope you stick along in this video, and welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. So if you see me looking down, I'm actually looking down at my notes because I've written it down. I've written down my thoughts and a few things I wanted to get across so that I wouldn't forget. So the first thing I'm going to touch on is how does fasting reset the mind, body, and spirit? So when you're fasting, you are giving your body a break. To be real with you, that's exactly what you're doing. You're just giving your body a break because it takes a lot of energy for your body to use, for your body to digest, to break down your food, everything that you're eating, everything that's going on in here. It takes a lot of energy for your body to move everything through the body, and a lot of energy as well. I think I've already said energy like a lot in this video, but so it gives your body a break. And when you are fasting, when your body is no longer using all its resources, its energy, time, and attention to break down your food, it now has all this abundance of energy to help you allocate in different places. For the mind, it helps you have a clear mind. It opens up your mind because your body isn't thinking about a gajillion things at once and trying to digest all the food and everything else that's going on in your body. So it clears and opens your mind. It gives you clarity. For the body, when you are no longer digesting food and you're not using up all of that energy to digest food, what your body does is it goes through the body and says, where else does this body need healing? Where have we not been paying more attention to? Because now you're no longer digesting food. So it goes into a deep healing phase, a deep healing place where it scans the body and then it tries to find places and areas where the body truly needs healing. When it comes to the spirit, it allows you to draw nearer to God. It opens up your spiritual pathways so that when you are communicating with God, when you're praying throughout your fasting, you're able to hear God's voice clearly. You're able to hear the messages that He's dropping down to you clearly and precisely. You'll notice that when you're fasting, you have these like thoughts come to you, good or bad. Write them down because at the end of your fast, you're gonna see how much communicating God does to you. You have a clear communication with Him, and you're able to hear your intuition better, more clearly. Energy and clearly are gonna be big words in this video. Okay, moving on. How does fasting reset your faith and desires? So when it comes to faith, sometimes we fall off the bandwagon. I am absolutely guilty of this. I've done this in the past. I am proud to say that I'm so much more connected, so much more consistent with my faith and just being close to God and communicating with God truly, consistently, daily. Sometimes I just talk to Him and I say, I need you here. This is what's going on. This is what's happening in my life. I just want to talk to you about it. So it helps your faith become stronger because now you're no longer relying on food to sustain you. You are relying on God's word. You're relying on the energy He's giving you. You're relying on the life that He's giving you to sustain you. So that's how it makes your faith stronger in God. Next one is desires. So desires is like what you want in your life. What is it that you want in this life? What is it that you want to give back? What is it that you want to achieve in this life? It helps you get crystal clear on the desires that you want in this life. Again, because now your mind is open, you have all this space to actually hear the message drop into you, and so you can figure out what those desires are. Are you with me? I hope you are. Okay, so next step is fasting helps you realign with your goals. Guys, it is November. We are so close to the end of this year. And now is the time for you to realign with the goals that you had set for yourself months ago, maybe even a week ago, maybe a few days ago, whatever that looks like for you. And let's say you've fallen off the bandwagon. Let's say you did it for a week and then you stopped doing it and it's been so hard for you to actually get back on track. When you fast, because you are clearing all of the distractions, you are clearing everything that is getting in the way of you actually achieving those goals. You are getting realigned with your goals, with your purpose. And the reason why I say this is when you're fasting, let's say you're fasting, you don't eat food, but you also include a social media fast, for example, or a television fast or video games. Whatever that is for you that takes away your time and energy, fast from it. You'll notice that now that you have all this like time, energy, and space, you start going, okay, what do I want to do? Like I have all this time, what is it that I want to do? You'll start asking questions. And if you've already figured out where your goals are, it gets you to realign yourself. You're like, okay, so this is what got me off of track. I see the pattern. I want to get back on track. This is what I'm going to do to get back on track. I'm going to make a plan to get back on track. I'm going to set these habits in place. I'm going to help my new identity win by making things easier for me to choose my goals, for me to choose my new identity. It clears the distractions and it really gets you to hone in on what it is that you want to do and how you're going to achieve your goals. This is how you're going to get realignment when you're fasting. Okay, so like I said before, it's November. This is your time to get ahead of the 99%. This is your time to actually become a part of that 1%. When you get ahead of your goals now, instead of waiting for your New Year's resolution, you are more likely to stick to the plan. And you are more likely to succeed in those goals that you've set for yourself. It doesn't have to be hard. You can make it so easy for yourself. And honestly, I don't think anybody is talking about this. Why don't we start it with a fast? Get clear, remove the distractions, and really hone in on what it is that you want to achieve in this upcoming year. I'm so excited for you guys. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to touch on, this part was really interesting, and I think God dropped this last part to me because I was about to finish writing off my notes, and all of a sudden God's like, hold on, wait a minute, I have something else to say. I welcomed it, of course, and that was, how does fasting affect your money and finances? So when you're fasting, hopefully you're not spending your money. Hopefully you're not going out to buy things, unless there are things that you had already budgeted for that needed to be purchased. And when I say you're not spending your money, I'm not saying live in lack. I'm not saying don't be an abundant person. What I am saying is when you are fasting, it gets you to look at your financial picture and your financial plan clearly. This is the time where you can pray about your finances and ask God, I need advice. Where should I go? How should I adjust? What can I do better? What shouldn't I be doing? This is the time to really open that topic with God so he can help guide you in the right place and then take the right steps towards your financial freedom and your financial goals. So when you're no longer spending money, if you're somebody who's working on your finances, this will give you the time to go through your bank account. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. I know, and I'm speaking from an honest place because I've been here. I have been here before, and I have gone through this myself. Go through your bank account. Go through your statements. Look at the habits that you had been creating before you cleared all the distractions. What were you doing? Why does your bank account not reflect what you want it to be? Everything is inner work, and I can talk about this all day. I love all things finances, and I could talk about it all day. But ask yourself these questions. And now is the time to bring, like I said, this topic to God and ask for guidance. What can I do better? How can I change my financial story? And you'll see by the end of your fast, you will have a clear picture, you'll have an action plan, and you'll have steps in place to actually help you achieve your financial goals. Okay, so typically I would say, and I would recommend to fast for 3 days. You can start off with like 1 day, 2 or 3, or sometimes you can even do like an intermittent fast in the morning and then eat. The reason why I'm saying 3 days is because this will truly allow your body to get into that state of healing, but also to get into the state of clarity, because you want to get your body to accept the fact that you're not going to be feeding the flesh. You're going to tell your body, okay, we are going to abstain from food for a few days, and there's a purpose. I am not trying to starve you, but there's a reason why we're doing this. You have to tell your body what it is that you're trying to do when you are fasting. I want to draw nearer to God. I want to understand my financial situation better without all the distractions. I want to focus on my goals. I really want to hone in on those goals. What are my desires? Tell your body this, because during the first day or day and a half, it's challenging. It's very challenging because, you know, your body wants to eat, you get those cravings, and all these things will start coming up to reflect exactly how you're feeling and what's going on in your mind. But if you set an intention beforehand, it's so much easier to follow through with your fasting so that you can get to the other side and actually achieve the plan that you want when you are fasting. So like I said, I would say 3 days. I would highly recommend 3 days. As a disclaimer, I am not a healthcare professional. I'm not a doctor. I am not a dietitian or anything like that. I'm truly just speaking from my experience and the great results I received from fasting in the past. I'm so excited to be doing another one really, really soon. So I am also very excited to just see what happens and what comes up for me during that time. How I fasted before in the past too, I've done water fast, I've done juice fasting, and I've done tea fasting. It's really up to you to see what it is that's gonna feel good for you and feel good for your body. The juice fasting is one of my favorites. I love making juices, but it is time consuming. I will tell you that. Water fast is probably one of the easiest ways to fast. And you can be really consistent because it's just water pretty much the whole day. And you will be peeing a lot. Your body is literally like releasing toxins when you're fasting. So yeah, I hope this was informational and helpful to you and wanting to realign with your goals this upcoming year. We still have time. Let's do this together. Thank you so much for watching this video. Sometimes my words just get so jumbled. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if this is something that you want to try out or if you have any questions at all. Thank you for watching again, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.